someone on this show has said something that is so blatantly false about someone else on the show, I am here with receipts, and I am going to deliver justice in a way that will rock their world.
Okay.
Almost. Well, before I get into it, Kristin, do you have anything recently that you've said that you think you should eat those words?
Towards somebody else on the show?
Yes.
Here's the problem. I'm on a medication called Lexapro, and it's my DGAF medication. So if I say something, I've gotten really good about just not remembering stuff. So in all sincerity, I'm gonna blame it on the meds. I don't remember saying it's a possibility. I'm saying it's a possibility. I could be the culprit, but if I am, I'm gonna have absolutely no clue what I said to make me guilty.
Blame it on the Lexapro.
Bert, do you think you've said anything?
I can only think the first thing that comes to mind is you and I having the disagreement about handwriting cards, which, by the way, yesterday was Amanda's birthday. And I think I got more credit for handwriting the card than I did anything else we did yesterday.
Character growth.
Stand a growth king.
So that's the only thing I could think of.
All right, Abby, anything come to mind?
Did I get like a fact wrong in eBuzz?
No.
I mean,
almost a year ago to the date on April 24th, 2024, one of you came for my girl Kristin over her hobby of TV watching. Does this ring any bells?
Yeah, that would be me. That sounds like a real cop-out.
Yes, Katie, roll the receipts.
Kristin, would you like to represent the people that have TV as a hobby and aren't successful?
I'd like to think I'm somewhat successful.
well, maybe if you stop watching TV, you'd finally get a Gracie. I forgot about this and I felt so bad about it immediately after. Like my face just went immediately red. Like I know that was a good joke, but that was harsh.
So tell people what the Gracie is.
Gracie's like one of the biggest awards a woman in radio can get.
It's kind of like winning an Oscar, but for radio.
Yeah, for women.
Bert.
Yes, Cassie.
You do not need to eat your words today.
Oh.
Abby needs to eat her words.
What?
Hey, Kristin, you have won a Gracie!
What? What a day! I knew nothing about this. What?
You won a Gracie! It's real! Yes! No, I didn't! Yes, you did!
Wait! Tell us!
No, wait, I look like this. I went in there and I talked to Tommy and I was like, whoever did that to her face is cruel.
So Kristin, this is the most Kristin thing that's happened on the show in a long time. So Kristin is supposed to be using her forehead for a billboard this morning. We haven't been able to execute it properly, so she literally is doing the show with a sticker of a sponsor on her head this morning. And in ink, she's got the phone number of the sponsor as a mustache. And this is the way she's finding out she won the most prestigious award in radio for a woman.
I did not plan this like this, okay?
If this doesn't prove her commitment to radio, her commitment to the bit, I don't know what will.
No, hold on a second. I actually won one?
I submitted you for nationally syndicated co-host.
Cassie.
And you won.
No.
And I would like to read the letter that I wrote about you.
Congratulations!
I've wanted this for such a long time.
I know you have.
Now,
my airport is your Gracie. Yours is way better.
Just to give you guys some context who don't know the Gracies, it is from All Women in Media, and it is all of media, right? Not just radio. Past winners of Gracies have included Michelle Obama, Taylor Swift, Hillary Clinton, Selena Gomez, Amy Poehler, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Nicole Kidman, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Barbara Walters, Betty White, Kerry Washington, Mindy Kaling, Claire Danes, Lisa Kudrow, Soledad O'Brien, Robin Roberts, Christina Applegate, Maria Shriver, Ava DuVernay, Faith Hill, Melissa McCarthy, Amanda Seyfried, Glenn Close, Angelica Houston, Martha Stewart. The list goes on. And Kristin, you are now a Gracie winner.
Look at me.
She said Betty White.
I know.
It's your fave.
That's why I left her in there. Here's what I wrote to the Gracies committee.
Oh my God.
Along with sending some of your breaks from this past year. I said, Kristin Klingshirn is the co-host of the nationally syndicated morning show, The Bert Show. And while Kristin was initially hired to bring an extra dose of funny to the show, which she more than accomplished, she brought something else. A willingness to expose the vulnerabilities that most women bury deep for fear of judgment and societal pressure. Kristin has opened up about everything from struggling with her body image post-pregnancy as she ages and dealing with grief over the death of her father while helping other female show members navigate their own grief, to broaching topics many mainstream radio hosts shy away from, like talking about an op-ed piece she wrote over the recent controversial IVF ruling, and she was open about her entire IVF process on the air. But in addition to sharing her vulnerabilities, Kristin sought and achieved to build a community of people off the air that help women. This year, her Pinot Period Party, which benefited the nonprofit Helping Mamas, the Baby Supply Bank of Georgia for Women in Need, raised over 51,000 period products for menstruators in need. But the products weren't just raised and dropped off. Kristin connects with the audience in such a way that over 300 people gave up their Sunday to actually come and sort those products into period kits for women and girls in need. Kristin's willingness to be open about her occasional insecurities in her career or being open about how she feels like she's failing as a mother in some ways. These are all from the audio I sent, by the way. I'm not trying to harp on all your insecurities.
Hey, it's accurate.
Yeah.
You're good.
Connects to so many listeners, both on and offline. It's rare to find a co-host who manages to switch from humor to emotional depth with such dexterity, and to find someone who can build a loyal audience not only on the air, but one that extends to off the air is rare. Kristin plans the daily show schedule, coaches cast members who are new to radio, is involved in producing the show, is involved in planning promotions, creates A-plus content. And not only does she do this while being a working mother, she does it while also supporting and uplifting other women. She makes women feel seen by sharing her own vulnerable life experiences. She could just rest on her humor laurels and be wildly successful on that skill alone, but instead she takes it one step further and brings a well-rounded, real human angle to the show that connects with female listeners across the country. To be a woman is a blessing and a struggle. To be a woman on a public platform like national radio and be willing to lay yourself out there so that other women don't feel so alone, that's above and beyond.
Oh, Cassie.
And I'm not the only person to say congrats. Oh, I love you, girl. I love you too. And I've got a few other people who want to tell you congratulations on your win.
My name is Dennis Dillon, or Dead Air Dennis. I think the billboard said every time they win, she loses. They were the Kentucky football team. She was Kristin Klingshirn. You've never seen a more motivated college football team that season. Of course, in those days, radio listeners came to know her as Kitten. But before that, she was the hot hockey chick. I can still show you the exact spot I was standing when I first met Kristin Klingshirn at Rupp Arena after a hockey game. We smartly and quickly hired her as our promotions person, only to have her stolen from us by our vaunted Big Brother station in Cincinnati, WEBN. Fast forward a couple of years and we stole her back here in Lexington at Classic Rock 92.1. I can tell you again exactly where I was in my car when I got the phone call from our operations manager. He said, Kristin wants to come back to Lexington with the caveat that she gets her own radio show and she wants you to train her. That put a big smile on my face, and Kristin Klingshirn has been putting smiles on faces ever since. I'll tell you, her training program basically consisted of me just turning her microphone on. The rest was Kristin. I'm trying to wrap this up as quickly as possible. It's not easy. 2 or 3 years with Kristin or Kitten is almost like a lifetime. I'll let her explain the billboard and perhaps the stunt where she decided she was going to slide down every pole at all of the Lexington firefighting stations. Essentially, what I'm getting to say here is congratulations, Kristin, on your award. I am so very, very proud of you.
This is Mike Morse, the guy who drove you around Raleigh, North Carolina, God, almost 20 years ago, trying to convince you to take a job on the radio at G105. As I sit back and think about everything that's going on with you, I'm so proud of you. A lot of my favorite moments in my life, also, let's be honest, some of the hardest, some of the craziest were with you sitting right by my side. Honestly, when I think about the Gracie Awards, there's never been another person more deserving of this award. We're trauma survivors. We're Thunder buddies. We're best friends for life. I'm so proud of you, and I love you. Congratulations, girl.
Hi, it's Randy West. I was Kristin's program director at G105 in Raleigh, North Carolina. Kristin, congratulations on this Gracie Award. I am so proud of you. No one has exhibited more professionalism and grace throughout their career than you. You totally deserve this honor. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Mary Berner, President and CEO of Cumulus Media. Congratulations to Kristin on winning a Gracie Award. It is truly a huge honor to be recognized this way, and we are all so very, very proud of the work that you do, Kristin, and the way that you represent women in radio. Congratulations. We're all thrilled for you.
Congratulations, babe. I don't know what took the Gracie so long. I've been saying you the best for like years. Get with it, Gracie Awards. I love you.
Congratulations, Mama. I love you.
Oh, congratulations, Kristin.
That's awesome.
Oh gosh, I'm a
Congrats. No, you should be. You don't even know how hot a mess you look right now. You really have no idea.
I'm like, if
this doesn't sum up me right now. I don't know what does.
Congrats. So is there like an award
There
show she
is.
goes to? Does she go on stage?
It is the 50th year of the Gracies, and the gala is on May 20th at the Beverly Wilshire in Los Angeles.
Whoa,
and that is where everyone will gather for the Gracie Awards. But congratulations on winning nationally syndicated co-host.
Deserved. Well deserved.
Wow.
Overdue.
And there's breakfast outside for celebration.
Congrats.
Thank you. I would say I'm going to go fix my face, but I don't think there's anything I can do to fix it.
The Bert Show.